lived in the US since September last year, so about 6 months. I'm originally from England, in a place called Kent, which is kind of southeast of England, about an hour out of London. What brought me to the States was I met my now fiance in Hong Kong. I was working there and he was from California, and so now I've moved over here to be with him. I never thought about moving to New York, no. I mean, moving to the States. I loved it very much and I thought the people were really nice, but I never thought, oh yeah, I'm going to move to America. My initial thoughts when I first got here was it was sunny all the time, lots and lots of sun. People are a lot more smiley here, but I'm going to assume that is because it's so much more sunny. Because in England it rains all the time. Food portions, that was a big one. When I got here I couldn't believe how big the food portions were, and the whole to-go box thing, I had never even heard of that before, so that was interesting to be able to take half your food home with you. I think in England it's kind of rude if you don't finish all of your dinner. So yeah, that was interesting too. One thing I've noticed actually is the healthcare here. So in England everything is free and you can go and go to the doctors on that day. You can call them up and say, hey, I need an appointment. And when it comes to other things like ultrasounds and x-rays and those kind of things like that, pretty much you can get that done in a week. Here it's been a lot different and you have to book for an appointment weeks in advance, and if you want to have an ultrasound or x-ray that takes another few weeks, and then also the cost and the fact that you have to be insured, and it's so much more complicated and it takes a whole lot more time, and I can understand now why people don't go, because they don't want to spend the money and they don't want to take the time and that kind of thing. So that was a big difference. I feel like that's something that's really so different. I've noticed there's a lot of homeless people, which we also don't have in, I think London we do, but not to the extent that there is here in Orange. What I miss most about England is back with my family, and I love the countryside and how much space there is. I mean, it's such a small country, but I feel like houses often have a lot more bigger of a garden or a yard. Whereas here, not many people have a big yard at all. So, you know, as a family, we had like cabbage patches growing up, and they still do. And my family have like sheep roaming around and just in the garden. And yeah, I miss things like that. The difference in culture shock between America and the other places I've been. So I've been to Japan, I've lived in Hong Kong, I've lived in Paris. I mean, obviously there's no language barrier, which is a huge difference to start off. So that makes life a whole lot easier. And then obviously food as well. Food is easier. There's so much. There's a lot of variety here. Whereas in Japan, it's pretty much Japanese food. But no, I think the culture shock moving here compared to especially the Asian countries was a lot easier. And then Paris, again, they have France has another language. So no, I would say that America has been probably the easiest country to move to. Yeah, without a doubt, actually. I'm very happy I moved here. No, I really, really love it. I do love the fact that it's sunny all the time. And I'm very lucky that I have a lot of friends already over here. Yeah, and everyone just seems to be so much more friendly. Everyone's so much more happier.